Sabe qual é a diferença entre um mártir e uma pessoa de coragem? Que o mártir utiliza a própria morte como critério de verdade. Uma pessoa corajosa, como foi Giordano Bruno, tive já a verdade. Não precisava de morrer por a própria verdade, mas aconteceu.
My first idea was to burn someone. Actually, is this the same thing that Umberto Eco was saying about his Nome della Rosa, that he wanted to get poison a monk. And then it's true. I would actually for me was a witch German one. But then I spoke to Stefano Busellato and he suggested me Giordano Bruno.
Acho che è un simbolo di coragem e liberdade umana. È un simbolo che passa toda a storia, não é uma história de um período certo da storia umana, ma è uma sorta di mito.
Je pense qu'il y a deux niveaux. Le premier, c'est de raconter qui est Giordano Bruno, et pas raconter son histoire, mais raconter qui il est lui, en tant que personne. Comment ce personnage, ce philosophe qui a été condamné par l'Inquisition, qui est-il vraiment? Est-ce que c'est simplement, pour nous, au XXIe siècle, une figure de l'histoire, un martyr de l'Inquisition, ou est-ce que c'est une personnalité beaucoup plus complexe et comment on peut imaginer sa personnalité? On ne sait pas comment il était, mais on peut essayer d'imaginer comment il aurait pu ou comment il était.
Inquisitive, educated man with a lot of imagination and bit of a he was apparently a bit of a buffoon.
Ça c'est le premier niveau, et grâce à ce niveau, c'est de dire comment aujourd'hui un personnage comme Giordano Bruno peut encore être entendu, écouté, et qu'est-ce qu'il nous raconte, lui, de notre histoire à nous aujourd'hui. Voilà. C'est un peu comme ça que j'ai cherché à construire le personnage et le spectacle autour de Giordano Bruno. C'est effectivement comment toutes les relations qu'il entretient dans le spectacle avec les principaux personnages, les inquisiteurs, mais aussi et surtout tous les chanteurs. Il y a un groupe vocal de 12 chanteurs qui est le deuxième plus important rôle de l'opéra, et c'était toute cette relation qu'on a essayé de chercher.
É grupo de pessoas individuais, grupo como na vida, e há estas quatro personagens definidas, o Giordano Bruno, os dois inquisitores e o Papa, e depois há as mulheres, são muitas vezes a filosofia que está dentro da cabeça do Giordano Bruno. Numa outra cena são os meninos de coro, numa outra cena fazem parte do carnaval e desta festa quase orgia do carnaval. Os homens também têm vários papéis entre as diversas cenas, podem ser cardinais, ou podem ser monges, ou podem ser só vozes, e às vezes são só vozes, ou podem ser as pessoas que estão a ver o Giordano Bruno a queimar, a arder. Portanto, temos realmente papéis de cada vez que a cena muda, somos outra pessoa.
C'est un rôle très compliqué, mais qui est très simple à écouter et à regarder pour le public. Il est compliqué parce qu'il n'est pas un rôle. Dans la partition, ça n'est pas marqué que les femmes sont des religieuses ou que les hommes sont des paysans. On ne sait pas qui sont ces gens. Ce sont des voix. Donc il y a 6 voix de femmes et 6 voix d'hommes. Et il y a une division très très musicale de leur présence. Et moi, pour des raisons de mise en scène, je voulais non seulement les voix, mais aussi les corps. Et pour moi, c'était très important, par exemple, que tout le monde est toujours sur le plateau, tout le monde est toujours en scène, du tout début jusqu'à la fin. Personne ne part jamais en coulisses pour revenir avec un autre costume. Non, c'est toujours les mêmes personnes qui sont toujours là et qui partagent le même espace avec le pape et les 2 inquisiteurs et puis avec Giordano Bruno. Et c'est toute cette vie qu'on voit toujours pendant toute la durée du spectacle.
It is a young Italian composer, Francesco Filidei. It is important to know that he is himself a very virtuosic organ player. Of course, with the organ as his main instrument, of course he has all the background of the sacred music of the past, which is important to know. From Sciarrino, he has the tradition of working with the most unusual means of sound production. First of all, on the instruments through techniques which are very elaborated and very new, but also by adding instruments which normally are not played by classical musicians. So in this opera it's really very extreme. I mean, for instance, our harpist, she has, besides playing the harp, she counted the instruments she has to play in addition, which are 25 different instruments. So, and also our wind players, they have, everybody has a big table with additional instruments, which are pipes which are used for hunting animals, you know, to call the animals, which are plastic tubes which have certain fundamentals, and where you can play by the speed of turning them, where you can play the harmonics, so to speak, on these fundamentals. Francesco Filidei uses these instruments really for dramaturgical purposes. In this opera we have, and in the theory of Giordano Bruno, in his philosophy, for instance, the elements play a very important role. So these sounds are taken to describe in music poetically this and to distinguish these different elements. There is also a strong link to all the history of the opera, especially the Italian opera of the past. I mean, you could start with the rhetoric way of using the voices. You could say this comes from Monteverdi.
It's always a problem for a composer to work with a voice, to find things, to find a way of singing that is not the common operatic voice of. But there are things that stay, and one is the Gregorian chant, because it's really something so old, so powerful, so rich, so natural. And in this case, of course, the period is perfectly fitting with this. And and we are in Rome in the second part, so of course a lot of quotation of Gregorian themes. For example, in the scene where you have the Pope, you have Oremus pro Pontefice Nostrum, that is played with the orchestra, but is in this long prelude, and then the text. For example, the voice of the Inquisitor, the first one is constructed around the Dies Irae all the time.
em conversas com o Francesco, ele é um grande fã de Puccini e de Verdi e da grande ópera italiana, e eu acho que isso se sente na música dele, pelo menos quando cantamos, é mesmo, há linhas como na ópera que temos no imaginário, e nota-se que há uma grande cultura e um grande amor da voz.
It has the clarity of this music, which is, I think, is very important of the great Italian tradition. So you know, I mean, everything is in a very clear light. Also, it is also in the way, in the discipline to compose and to write. A lot of ideas, but expressed in the most concentrated way. There's nothing which you could take away. Everything is in a way essential. So in this respect, and everything is clear from the idea and from the craft also.
The opera of Giordano Bruno is composed with two chromatic scale. And is alternating the process with the philosophy. So we start with the process, and then we have a philosophy with a chromatic scale that go up. Donc process is F sharp, for example, at the beginning, then philosophy G, and then process F, and so on. The intervals in the scale are going one up and the other down. Then we go and we arrive where Giordano Bruno is burned, and here we get the C, so the most sunny color, no, you know, the C major one.
This was a nasty time in our history.
Being Italian is being Catholic. You can't avoid it. It's something, even if you go against our history is so heavy around this that you can't, escape.
Each time we go through the last scenes, how grateful I am not to have lived in that era. Because the end of the opera is, in my opinion, is very strong. It's very effective. They've found a good solution for the end, and yeah, I think people will be